Fat Joe.
Yeah.
What do you think about some of Fat Joe's stories?
I think he be lying.
Fat Joe said when he was a kid, he robbed a whole gym, 70 kids in a school gym without a weapon. He said some of the kids that he robbed even helped him carry the stolen items because he got so much
He said some shit one time. He said he stopped somebody from getting raped when he was 9 years old. Like he said, came out. I'm like, he be saying some outrageous shit that was like,
right.
But he said so confident, like, but it's like, you can't be 9 stopping somebody from getting. It's just like he says some shit that's just like incredibly. It can't be true.
He said he drinks 40 Diet Cokes a day.
Why not just drink a regular Coke? If you drink 40 of them,
well, I guess it's there's no calories in Diet Coke.
But I'm pretty sure you drink 40 of them. There's got to be something.
In there. Yeah. Listen, I remember. I think it was during our interview. He said that him and Biggie had a joint album that never came out. And I remember I talked to a bunch of people around Biggie. All of them said that never.
This is a habitual liar.
Fat Joe is lying. That is a lie.
What a liar's gonna do? He's gonna lie. So you see, he created this whole energy around him. Kind of like he already drew himself to be who he says he wasn't, which is a liar. You see all the stories he tells. You see the Biggie story he's talking about. That he did an album. He did an album with Biggie. Yeah, that he did an album with Biggie. That's straight lie. Yeah, he said he got an album with Biggie before he died, and he did an album, and then they burned it. Like the studio, something got burned down, and all the songs that they did, they threw them away. He can't find none of them. So then later on, he finds a tape when it's a little skit that was done in a Biggie's intro song for Life After Death. And it was me, Pun, and Joe. Because Biggie, after I wrote Senorita, Biggie came and he said, yo, come over here. We was working in the other side. I was working on the street light in the same studio, but in the other side of the building. So we walked in Biggie's session because Biggie asked for us to do a Spanish little skit in front of one of his songs he was going to do. So now he started using that little skit that, we did, and he's trying to say that he did a whole album now with Biggie because of that skit.
You being around Big, you knew all the plans he had. Is it any truth that he was working on an album with Fat Joe?
I love Fat Joe, and Fat Joe is my guy. I love the Jada and Joe show, and now I know why they're running with the Joe's the king of Cap. I'm gonna call Cap without even knowing, right? Because I don't know for sure, right? But I'm calling Cap that they're, because I would have, if there was a real legitimate album, I would have heard about that, right? And I wouldn't have heard about them doing songs together, right? Because, in Daddy's house, all across Big going to studio, you could get a verse or you might not get a verse, depending on his mood and how much money you had in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? Because he was how much weed you got on you type shit. You know what I'm saying? But I call Cap on Fat Joe. I hate the, show me the receipts.
Fat Joe is lying. That is a lie.
Breaking news, if I never told nobody or said this story before, but because we saying that I might as well, but I caught Young Buck in that time.
Oh, shit.
I never heard that story.
You know he ain't gonna tell 50 that?
Yeah, call Young Buck.
Tell us the story, because he ain't gonna tell 50.
Man, he got 2-piece legend. Like, yeah, Young Buck, man. That nigga tried to front on me. He said, yo, I'm telling you. They put hands on Buck. I'm telling you.
Supposed to be no head.
No. So no story, or you want the story?
I want the story.
I never heard this.
Nigga,
I'm out of
he fronted on me. So we in Chicago, right? And if you talk about the Pistol Pete little niggas, No, I had the ugly ones with me. Ugly ones with me, right? In Chicago, it was like, yo, crack. But I just got off stage. I'm ripping it down. Chicago, I'm walking out and says, yo, crack. You hear me, nigga? I look up. Oh, it's Young Buck. I got a water bottle in my hand. Like, fuck out of here. I throw the water bottle up there. I said, come down. The nigga up there, he got to come down the staircase, right? So I'm losing my mind. I mean, he had a bunch of niggas with him, too. A bunch of Chicago dudes with him, right? So the cops come and they form like a barricade. Like there's like 5 cops. They close the staircase so he won't come. He took too long to come down, by the way. Like, you know, when you see a nigga, you ready to tear him up. You down.
Get the
Yeah. He's taking too long, right? And so when he comes down, he's in the staircase and he's trying to tell me like, yo, this ain't got nothing to do. But he was just talking crazy. He tested me to see if Fat Joe was. You know, a lot of niggas is. They act
Joe,
like
you
they
sure he
tough,
just
but
wasn't
you catch
saying
him.
what up? Like he said,
Hell no. It was at the height of the beef.
Oh.
So he's in the staircase. Yo, I wasn't this and that. But he poked his head out just 1 second over the cop's thing. The nigga caught the.
Fat Joe is lying. That is a lie.
No hands was put on nobody, even though I attempted.
Got 2-piece legend.
I don't know if it's you, Fat Joe, or the old symptom.
Fat Joe is lying. That is a lie.
Hey, yo, what up? Hey, look, I'm DJ Don Juan, right? I was Young Buck's DJ from 2006 to like 2008. And yesterday I'm wondering why I'm seeing, you know, this post about Fat Joe and this 2-piece biscuit. And so I finally stopped and watched it today, you know. And look, man, the majority of people I know that Joe is a percentage-wise cap. There's always like something and then there's something. And it is what it is. I don't personally know Joe. I know cats that do. It is what it is. I'm not hating on podcasts. I'm a huge fan of Jadakiss. You know what I'm saying? The whole joint. You see how he just kind of put the pillow over. Look, man, I love entertainment. But I was actually there at that Chicago show. And it was a lot of people. Yes, and we were up on a top tier. And I was specifically watching this. I'm not the goon. I'm the DJ. So I'm watching everything from like, everybody's in front of me and I'm right there, right? I see this. I'm right there at that tunnel that comes down. What Joe is lying at is Joe pulled up at the bottom of that tunnel with 4 cops with him. Like they were surrounding him. Like there was already a tension in the air that the beef was going on and that Buck was going to be there. And Joe was moving around the whole time with police. I'm not knocking that. That's just exactly what happened. The police didn't just randomly pop up and form some type of barricade at the tunnel. They was already with him. And yes, the police did form a barricade, but they was rolling with him from the stage all the way back to his tour bus. They was there. Buck was barking from the top. The whole crew was, because Buck was down for the unit. Buck was down for 50. I know things have happened, but everywhere we went, you was not going to disrespect 50 Cent in front of Young Buck. So Buck was like, he was barking at him, right? Joe comes into view at the bottom of that tunnel and looks up at Buck and says, yo, Buck, no disrespect to you, but fuck 50. And when he said that, like Buck just turned into an animal and they just rammed down that corridor to come down. Like it was a big arena. We were in Chicago and he starts coming down, but he can't get to him because of the police. Buck and Joe and them, as soon as Buck started coming, Joe and them took off to go to the tour buses, bro. It's cap, bro.
Fat Joe is lying. That is a lie.
Didn't you call Fat Joe hip-hop's biggest liar?
100%. I did a list, Fat Joe's top 5 biggest lies. One of the biggest lies was that he said he robbed a whole gym. A Bronx school gym. The Bronx. I saw Fat Joe when he was young. He was a fat kid. Now, knowing how gyms are at recess in school, at any given moment, there's gonna be between 70 to 150 kids in there at one time, right? He said he robbed 70 kids by himself at no weapon, at hand point, right? Went around, robbed everybody. So everybody stayed put. Nobody decided to jump him. I'm painting a picture here for you, Vlad. He said he had so much stuff that some of the people he robbed helped him carry it.
What were you like in high school?
Terrible. the biggest bully. I once robbed my whole gym. The whole gym.
Like
70 kids
robbed them?
without a gun. Like, yo, everybody give me your coats, give me your Walkmans, give me your this. Some of the kids I was actually cool with. And I was like, yo, run it. Everybody, run it. I couldn't even carry it. Some of the guys I robbed had to help me carry this stuff.
Fat Joe claimed that he robbed 70 people in a gym without a gun.
I once robbed my whole gym. 70 kids without a gun. Like,
If you like that, they gonna give it up. But 70 mother.
70 people. And
I need an ad lib for
and
that.
they helped him carry the stuff. They helped him carry it after getting robbed.
No, you be scared. You go. Now
right.
you finna. They done turned into your workers. I be watching that shit, bro. I be waiting on them. I say Fat Joe finna come with one of them motherfuckers, boy.
Fat Joe is lying. That is a lie.
10 years old, first time I got arrested.
what?
No bullshit.
10 years old, first time you got
First time I
arrested.
went to jail.
What they locked you up for?
Some fried ass shit. I was young at my homie crib. His mom's wasn't there. It's
I
like
went to
3, 4
jail
in the
for the
morning.
same shit for the first time. Yeah,
4 in the morning.
I know what he's saying. I know I went to jail for the same shit.
Fat Joe is lying. That is a lie.
I always thought to ask me like, did Fat Joe discover you? So I could be like, hell,
He said that. Stop the cap.
It's crazy. Well,
Fat Joe say he discovered you.
He said he took my CD to Craig Cowden at Atlantic.
Y'all ain't never seen each other to talk about that?
I done talked about it. He done started me talking about it. I seen that episode. Then the next episode I seen him, he said he robbed his whole school. You ever seen that episode?
Terrible. The biggest bully. I once robbed my whole gym. The whole gym. 70 kids without a gun. Like, yo, everybody give me your coats, give me your Walkmans, give me your this. Some of the kids I was actually cool with. And I was like, yo, run it. Everybody, run it. I couldn't even carry it. Some of the guys I robbed had to help me carry this stuff.
I don't give a fuck as you, Nino Brown. And you ain't robbing the whole goddamn school. He said some of the niggas who he robbed was helping them tote the shit after the robbery. Maybe, yeah, I don't know.
I ain't never seen that. Like,
maybe it was a joke.
Fat Joe is lying. That is a lie.
I could never live with that, man. I couldn't live with, anybody trying to play with me. I said one time I come out Jimmy's Cafe. The guy, you know this guy too, I'm telling you this story about. I come out of Jimmy's Cafe, and I don't know why, because I'm always there, but he come out of jail. I seen him with y'all before, right? No, I'm just saying, he's not a member of your crew, but I seen him, but he's a well-respected guy from the Bronx. He's not pussy. But he looked at me, and he was like, oh, they let you in here? And I'm like, he just came home from jail, right? But all these, oh, my God. So he comes home from jail, right? So I guess he's thinking like, he's tough now or something. And so he's like, oh, they let you in here? I said, what you mean? And he said, nah, you could still be in the hood. Like, you ain't supposed to be out there. So I smack his cheek off in the bathroom.
Yo.
1 second.
I smacked his cheeks off.
No, I'm telling you, I gave him that fire. Boom. Then he tried to act up outside. I finished it off outside. I really pounded him out. Legend. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I ain't seen him for years till I seen the locks with him somewhere. I said,
who are you?
And he still think he tough.
Who is this guy?
Nah, they'll sue you now if you say the name, right?
Fat Joe is lying. That is a lie.
To him and said, we're gonna put you in jail. Not speculation, not nothing. Did this to her. How about you sign over your catalog and your publishing to us, and we won't put you in jail? And he signed it before the court case. You know, when it came time, he couldn't even pay for his lawyer. And he has life, guys. They have an extra case waiting for him in Chicago that has nothing to do with this. That they said,
if I change.
Chill. If he ever attempts to come out, we got this one on him. He's done.
Yo, I gotta get the fuck out.
You don't want to listen?
I can't understand.
There's a guy.
Who you know?
I'm telling you what I know.
Got a layaway case.
I don't
in
think.
case he gets out.
Said about Fat Joe, he's a bitch. He's a king of cap. He's been leaning back for 20 years.
Yeah, I mean, I said that. I stand on that shit.
Why'd you say that?
I think somebody asked me something, and I said he's just a bitch. Like, I think Fat Joe is just a gimmick. Like, I was with him. I never fucking felt no, like, I don't, like, Fat Joe is this. It's not like this. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, he's just not what people think he is.
Which is what?
He's a bitch.
One of the greatest lyrics from you that I loved was at that time when you said, "What's everybody so mad at the Southpaw? Switch up your style, switch to Southpaw." I was thinking about that today. That was me, and he borrowed it. I was listening. That was my original. That's my love. Google it.
Yo, Jay,
Go to Charlie.
Jay,
We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Hold on.
It's my line.
I followed you, bro.
Everybody so mad at the Southpaw. Learn how to switch your style up and go Southpaw.
Yo, Jay, let me tell you
say
something.
it, but you open your mouth for. Better reason for me to just open your scalp more. Ooh, man, that's me, man. Let's not get this. I mean, we ain't got all time.
No, but I gave you that. I gave you that shout out.
No, yeah.
On a Super Smash hit record.
Yeah.
But
that's his vision who came from Thug It Out, then he threw it on Megan.
Once again, the crossover. Let me explain something to you, right? The point I was making, right, is at that time, everybody borrowed.
No, I didn't. I'm just making sure he gotta know where it came from.
Yeah, he might have set me up with that shit.
Another recent lie that got exposed was about Big Pun. For years, Fat Joe has publicly claimed that he took care of Big Pun's wife and family after Pun passed. He said he gave Pun's wife money, tried to help her set up a business, and made sure she was good financially.
After he passed, she had hundreds of thousands of dollars. I thought I did the right thing. She spent the money unwisely, right? She comes back and says, "Joe, I'm doing bad again." We give her a check out of our pockets. We say, "Yo, we gotta take care."
But according to Gongu Gu Roach, a guy who specializes in helping artists and their families recover publishing money, royalties, and other earnings, that couldn't be further from the truth.
Joe was all over the radio basically saying, "I gave her $750,000, I gave her $250,000, I told her enough's enough." Everybody bought it and believed it. It was all lies and mediation. We had him admit that he never gave her a dollar in his life.
Oh, so he didn't give her no
Nothing, not a dollar in his life he never gave her, period.
Gongu revealed that he actually took Fat Joe to court on behalf of Big Pun's wife after discovering that Joe had been stealing Pun's royalties for 14 years.
According to Liza, after he passed away, Joe was telling her that, "Oh no, he owed me money." You know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden, a bunch of fake royalty statements started to come biannually.
Apparently, Joe was generating fake royalty statements and working with Jelly Bean Benitez to send these bogus reports to Pun's wife.
For about 14 years, from about 2000 to 2014, fake royalty statements was coming out.
2000 to 2014?
Yeah. Joe used Jelly Bean Benitez as a publisher. Jelly Bean Benitez was Madonna's ex-boyfriend from the early 80s. He produced a bunch of Madonna records back in the early 80s. He remixed, he DJs now.
According to Gongu, Pun's wife had tried using multiple lawyers before him, but none of them could get her justice. When he stepped in, though, he was able to take Fat Joe to court and expose what was really going on.
Once I got the royalty statements, the same stuff that they had, it probably took me like a minute and a half to see the deception. I called her up, told her I paid for the case, paid for the auditor, took him to court.
And here's where Fat Joe's lies really start piling up. Not only did he claim he gave Pun's wife money when he actually didn't give her a dime, but he also went on interviews saying there was never a court case in the first place, when there absolutely was. Gongu even said he couldn't believe how easily people believed Joe's lies. Gongu also revealed that when a Big Pun movie was in the works, the people behind it wanted Fat Joe involved to use his influence and connections to help push the film. But according to Gongu, Joe allegedly refused to help unless Pun's wife publicly stated that he never stole from her. Of course, she refused because he did steal from her.
We were trying to do a Big Pun movie and stuff like that, right? And basically, we were like, hey, let's get Joe involved. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be bigger with Joe. If you do it without Joe, Joe can get all these other people involved. But he was basically saying like, well, if you go on Instagram or if you go out there and tell publicly that I never stole from you, then I'll work with you. Otherwise, I'm not working with you. She's like, why would I do that?
That last clip is probably the main reason I can't fully respect Fat Joe. He did Big Pun's family dirty. The part that gets me the most is him saying he went into his pockets and gave her money, when the real issue was Pun's money not making it into his family's hands. They didn't need Fat Joe's money. They just needed what was rightfully Pun's, which would have generated money for years. When it comes down to it, to be honest, it probably was a bad deal from the beginning, and the robbing of Big Pun could have been legal due to shady business. I understand the company takes their money and its overhead, but what happened to Pun's cut? We know death boosts sales, and I'm sure his passing generated millions. Pun's wife said there's millions missing, and I believe it. Fat Joe saying no money is missing might be his biggest lie. The thing about Fat Joe is he tells partial truths and puts a few lies in the stories. Him saying he robbed the gym is wild,
Fat Joe
and
is
nobody
lying.
believes that story. And that album with Biggie sounds like complete cap because Big told everyone that was around him to not go at Tupac. So we are supposed to think Joe is so special that Biggie was on tracks going directly at Pac, being super disrespectful when he literally told his own team not to diss him. I call cap. It is pure revisionist history. Biggie was out here trying to de-escalate the whole situation publicly, but Joe expects everyone to believe they were low-key cooking up a full-length disrespect project. It just doesn't line up with how Big was moving at the time. That is the formula right there. Take a grain of truth, wrap it in a movie script, and position yourself as the ultimate insider, the toughest guy in the room, or the savior. But charisma can't cover up the paperwork. When you look back at the Pun situation, the facts speak way louder than any podcast interview. Liza Rios had to fight tooth and nail in court for years just to get a settlement, while that classic music keeps streaming and generating capital. Giving occasional handouts from your own pocket isn't loyalty or charity. When you are the one holding the keys to the estate, it is just a distraction from the real bag that belonged to Pun's kids. You can't claim you love a brother but let his legacy create millions while his bloodline gets left out of the loop. At the end of the day, people are starting to see through the smoke and mirrors. You can spin the narrative for the cameras all you want, but the streets and the fans keep receipts. Appreciate everyone who taps into these breakdowns and keeps the discussion real in the comments. We don't do blind fandom over here. We look at the facts. Huge thank you to all the subscribers for the incredible support and for constantly rocking with the channel. You all are the driving force behind this platform. Stay tuned for the next one.